It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets, next on Madden Football.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So glad y'all could join us for this game. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt on the call for it, and we're expecting quite a bit of offensive gamesmanship, partner. Some veteran savvy out there. Both of our starting quarterbacks have spent quite a long time in this league, and they've got plenty of experience to show for it.
Yeah, I like the way you say that right there. Gamesmanship and veteran savvy. Father Time, he chases down these skill guys. It's a game that's getting younger and younger, right? Because, well, it's hard to be as fast as you've been when you were a rookie. But as a quarterback, you've got to use your years of experience. Both these guys have to play this game from the neck up and still play it at a high level.
On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Rodgers throwing on third down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. He breaks a tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade of starting in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Cousins looking to throw right away here. Pitts brings it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Will McDonald there on the tackle. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9. Here's Cousins now. Going for London, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Man in motion here. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Your third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Rodgers here from the gun. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got it! Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Play action now for Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Falcons will have a first.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Caught by Lazard. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Juke the defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Falcons will take over. 1st down, ball at the 36. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now it's Cousins. That's into the hands of Moore. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now Cousins again. Finds his target, Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And great special teams execution on that punt. It's inside the 10, reaches the 8. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Play fake, it's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing from the gun. Conklin brings it in. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the 1st. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They give to Hall on the draw. Jukes one defender, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
On my play sheet, Kate, I've got draws and screens in the same area. Those are the areas you want to attack a defense when they're getting too far upfield. That defense got upfield, and that draw did the rest.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Hall. He cuts it to the right sideline. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Hall once more. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Off play action, Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. A pistol snap here, Rodgers. He's got it on the slant. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Jets get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 3. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Staying with Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Gipson now to return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. 1st down throw by Rodgers. He'll get this one to Adams. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 4. He'll get this complete to Lazard. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Rodgers here off the play action. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They give on second to Hall, and the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a New York touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10. Here's Cousins. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out of bounds, just short of the 35.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 43. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that side.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense get a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to throw, Cousins. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
On 3rd and goal, it's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a 1-score game in the first half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets and this running back headed back out for a new series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets with the football. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Rodgers will look to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he's brought down after a short game. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Deep for the Falcons, Ray McLeod. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, Cousins. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets get it back after making their third first half interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Jets returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Into the hands of Conklin. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. First down throw for Cousins. That one's complete to London. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. Cousins. Able to get it to Moore. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now Cousins again. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. That brings us to the break. The Jets with a halftime lead here in East Rutherford. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw some great play from Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead
up
at
and ready to
halftime.
send it away. McLeod now returning it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He's got time here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Chuck Clark has it. And the Jets take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers finds his target, Hall. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that.
He has the New York touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. McLeod now returning it. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
They've got a man in motion. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Escapes a defender. Off to the races, middle of the field. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Hall running between the tackles. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
That's brought in by Mooney. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Looking to throw, Cousins. Into the hands of Pitts. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On second down, Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First and 10, here's Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll run it with Bijan. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Throwing his Cousins. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Wangu now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Jets out to begin another drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First down throw by Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
From the 30 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. On the give, here's Robinson. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's downed after getting us up to the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That's more on the quick slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now the give for Bijan. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. Cousins. He's on the move. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Out of the gun, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On the counter, Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
They give to Hall on the draw. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on 3rd.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They go right back to Hall. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hall once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it, I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Caught by Lazard. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets now lead by 10. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. McLeod now returning it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To the air, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Fourth and forever coming up. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ball at the 33 for first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. Cuts it right sideline, and there's daylight. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Paul there to haul it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Now Rodgers on third and goal. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on third down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance, because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
Bass's kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, and we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
McLeod now returning it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. The turnover on downs only led to 3, obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Cousins out of the pistol here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Cousins trying to work quick here. Another try following the sack. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. First down throw for Cousins. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Connecting on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Cousins now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The home teams and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Hall running between the tackles. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. So the win goes to the Jets. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.